as like when JJ was talking about going playing overseas. It was like, well, I really don't like going to play. I have to make money, but this is what I have to do. I don't think we will get this from most men's sports, because if they say that, the fans will probably turn against them. So I like the freedom of how these ladies just talk what's on their minds.
Yeah, I agree. And I think one of the points, we did a lot of learning before we even started. There was a lot of questions that had to be asked. And every time you asked a question, you peeled back another layer. And one of the things in the movie that I'm so proud that Dre really captured so well was there are misperceptions about finances and what really goes on, and being totally transparent and honest about the fact that people tout that you can make $700,000 in that league. You can't do that. It is virtually impossible to get to that level. I think Stewie may be only one of the people that's ever won all of those awards to even get to that level of bonuses. But like, I want to have honest conversations so that people can be aware. And I think my love for the W stemmed from starting and asking those questions and wanting to drill down on the answers and get to know why do these things happen.
But even on top of that, it's not, and we talked about this so much. Stewie and I talked about it a lot. NECA and I then talked about it a lot. And then eventually, JJ, we were having so much fun with. I was like, okay, we have to talk about like the serious, like topics too at some point. Eventually I talked to all three of them and Terry. And the thing that struck me was there's this narrative out in the world, in this country, that W players are broke, that they're not making enough money. And it's not true. Like, these women make money. They are superstars. They live in nice homes. They drive nice cars. Brands are interested in them. The brands who get it are interested in them. But they have this fear, and NECA puts it well in the film, this fear of dissolution, this fear that if people find out that they are making really nice livings, and they'll be like, oh, well, then you're good. You don't need any more support. But that's not the point. I think it's multi-pronged, right? On one hand, brands and networks and platforms will counterintuitively maybe be more interested in putting money into these women once they know that they are successful, because no one wants to put good money after bad, right? So if we can just reveal a little bit that their lifestyles are superstar caliber, aspirational lifestyles, that brings brands into the conversation. And on the other hand, it's just sort of like, I think our culture will give more respect if they realize like, oh, they are getting paid. Their league is making money. Yeah. Right. It's such a misconception. Yeah. The league loses money. It's like, stop. Yeah. It's valued at over $1 billion.
Well, you can see that during the WNBA finals between Las Vegas and New York. I mean, that played when they finished up in New York at Barclays, and that place was packed.
Totally.
You can't say like, well, people are not going to the games. You could just strictly see on TV. It's like, no, there are people who are really interested in this league, and they're showing up paying good money to see a sport that they love.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the other thing that I always say too is like, that's predicated by the people that came before them, right? So these kids that are coming up in the NCAA, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, what they are doing for the game and what they will do once they make it to the league for the people that are coming up underneath them, it is this really important kind of level set that's happening right now where the interest isn't dropping off at professional sports again. People are continuing to watch these women because they want to see the end of the story, and they want to know, and the women are great players. Like, they're fun to watch and they're swaggy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.